Welcome, Sagittarius, to your July 2023 ethics reading. Ethics readings are a little different because they're not based on the traditional kind of zodiac, although that they do take that into account. It's basically four basic things, and I use Sagittarius as shorthand for one of the 12 personality types, which I do believe in. Just as we have 12 members of a jury, 12 apostles, we have 12 personality types in Chinese astrology, Western astrology, Indian astrology, even in psychological taxonomies like the DISC system. We have 12 personality types, and so I tend to make a composite of those along with Plato. He has, if you notice my symbol back there, it's made of an A and an E for actionable ethics, and however, it is composed of three strata, because Plato believed that at the bottom of society were senses-based people, and these are people who were kind of given to sensory stimulation. In the middle are honor-based people, like policemen, soldiers, politicians, people who crave honor. And at the top are truth-based people, like philosophers, scientists, and so forth. And you guys, by the way, are tend to be truth-based people, so that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I take these four systems and I kind of put them together and kind of create like what I call not a natal chart, but a natal chart, because I'm Daniel Natal. But yeah, so you guys are associated in the Myers-Briggs system with ENFP personalities, and that stands for extrovertive, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving. Sagittarius personalities are the ultimate kind of cheerleaders for people. They always see the best in every situation and enjoy helping others to fulfill their creative potential. So when you're having a bad day, you can always count on a Sagittarius to come and cheer you up with their sense of wonder. And in the aforementioned DISC system, as I said, that taxonomy stands for dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientiousness. And Sagittarians fall under the category of I for influence. So you guys are often kind of outgoing and charismatic, and you possess really good communication skills and are natural storytellers. And so one of the things that I like about kind of personality, or the study of personality, the study of character, is that Heraclitus, the great philosopher in antiquity, he said that character is destiny. So if you know somebody's character, you know what they're likely to do, because people operate in habits. A lot of times people will operate in 7-year cycles where they'll repeat certain themes until they can kind of recognize them, and then and only then can they level up. So if somebody's theme is that their dad was an alcoholic, so then 7 years later they marry an alcoholic, and 7 years after that they divorce and they marry another alcoholic, and they'll notice these trends happening in their lives, and they'll only be able to break out of it once they become aware of these things. So yeah, so character is destiny, and that's like a really big theme for you. It's why Shakespeare and Julius Caesar said, the fault, dear Brutus, is not in the stars, but in ourselves. That said, I do believe in kind of being intuitive, and I do believe that the universe does send us messages. Which is why I believe in kind of bibliomancy and stuff like that. That's the idea of opening up the Bible at random and pointing at an out of context passage, and it essentially will give you, you'll be able to derive meaning from the sentence that you read there. And so that being said, I have these ethics cards. By the way, as I shuffle these for you, the Romans did the same thing with bibliomancy with a book called the Aeneid, right? And it was the account of their hero Aeneas, as written by Virgil. And even the Romans would open it at random and kind of point at certain passages and see if that was a message for them. Military remote viewers also do this, where they will be assigned a target based on a random number generator. And I'm going to pull 3 random cards out to talk about some of the themes that are coming up for you. One of the themes, by the way, this month for you is going to be career at the beginning of the month. Let's see. Fortitude is the guard and support of the other virtues, John Locke. Fortitude is the guard and support of the other virtues. That's a really good theme for you this month. Let's see. The test of moral ideas is moral results. That's Morton Blackwell. The test of moral ideas is moral results. What are the ends? What are the ends achieved by something that you do? Some habit that you take. You have to ask yourself, what is the end? The Greeks called that the telos, the end goal of a thing, right? So the telos of a refrigerator is to keep your food cold. The telos of a car is to transport you. So if you have a refrigerator that doesn't keep your food cold, it's not a good refrigerator. If you have a car that is broken down, it doesn't transport you, it's not by definition a good car. So if you have a relationship in your life that is not working for you, then you have to be honest with yourself and say that might not be a good relationship. And that is going to be a theme this month, just in terms of astrology. Toward the end of the month, there's Venus goes into retrograde, and so you're going to see the return of these themes, like reevaluating relationships, or it might even be like a person like physically from your past comes back into your life. The third message to you is, we will not bargain with them ever to take in exchange all their wealth for our virtue, since virtue is ever abiding. Riches are held for a time here and there among men. Solon of Athens. Right, so that's a good message too. You will not trade your virtue for anything. You can't be bribed. And this might be something, regarding, that person from the past who may show up, or someone who's still in your life, but you have to reevaluate it. And they might try to kind of bribe you into remaining in a dysfunctional relationship. But those are your themes for this month of July 2023. And if you'd like to support my ethics work, feel free to buy my ethics courses, as you can see below in the links. Otherwise, I'll have to go back to my merch of selling the Daniel Natal in action figure. You can see Daniel engaging in an action as he surfs the web, or engaging in an action as he watches TV. Just as bad of a merch idea was the Daniel Natal Pez dispenser. That wasn't a very good seller, although it did sell better than the doomed Daniel Natal urinal cake. So if you would like, as I said, go down to the links below, and you can be able to, if you want to have like an extra session of ethics coaching with me, we can set up a Zoom call, and you can pick what calendar date you want and what time, and we can hash over whatever thorny dilemma that you may be facing. And as I said, also check out my Ethics Fundamentals course. The links are below, and I will catch you next time.
The world is suffering from a moral decline. We've been lurching from one crisis after another due to a lack of ethics in society. You can do your part now by considering ordering my Ethics Fundamentals courses for your children, or if you're a small business owner, using them as part of your onboarding process for new employees. Employees these days have horrible soft skills. Help them out by teaching them ethics. Businesses lose 7% in revenue due to employee theft. Train a more ethical workforce and save some of that money. According to the Ethics Center in Australia, a 10% increase in ethical behavior is associated with an increase of 2.7 to 6.6% in individual wages. Implementing ethical structures makes your company more investable as well. Make ethics a part of your business processes, or if you're a parent, part of your homeschooling curriculum. Go to www.actionableethics.com and press the button to order the course. Actionableethics.com. Order now.